welcome our very own military dictator, Craig Charles.
Medieval Japanese warriors, known as the samurai, lived by a simple code of honor. The Bushido, or way of the warrior, encouraged one-on-one combat where mental preparation and fighting with honor were just as important as the fight itself. Unfortunately, mental preparation and fighting with honor make for very poor television. That's why we at Robot Wars encourage the code of get in there and bash each other any which way you can. And it's only contestants who honour this code who'll be finding themselves in our series semi-finals. So let's nip on over and meet our wheeled warriors.
First, from Oldham, Talos.
With 2 spikes to rake as it spins on a 1-metre circle in 4-wheel drive, though can turn sheerer than that in 2-wheel configuration. Wheelchair motors with a mechanical brake costing £30 out of the total 500. It took 3 months to build.
From Norwich, Ivanhoe.
From the world of medieval jousting comes this motorised knight's helmet, complete with visor, shield, sharpened axe, which chops at 1 blow a second, and lance. Designed by Dad Stuart Whiteman and son Craig, it took 4 months to build, cost £200. Driven by wheelchair motors, it can right itself when flipped over.
From Southampton, Broot.
A real brute or a pussycat. We await the impact of the weapon called an unch, named after the nickname for a schoolyard punch. It's a long spring-loaded rod which flies out from the welded angle iron chassis. It's 24-volt battery-powered, running on 3 wheelchair motors.
From Halifax, Penetrator.
Captain Andrew Kettle used to design anti-tank missile guidance systems for the Ministry of Defence. On the attack, Penetrator carries twin spikes in the front and another at the rear with an extending cutting disc under that forward steel-plated box. The 4 motors come from a child's go-kart.
From Southampton, Dozer.
At 1.5 metres, this is the longest bot in the field. Its hydraulic front lift can, in theory, hoist a ton. A rear blade protects the 4 real wheels. Its front blade also carries 1.5-inch spikes, powered by 2 24-volt wheelchair motors, protected by an aluminium shell and steel chassis.
From London, GBH.
Grievous bot harm. That's the intention of this team, which fought in the first wars with Scrapper. 4 7-inch diameter circular saw blades and a front lifting ramp which can throw 12 stone make this devil-eyed creature a real menace. This could be the main danger here, Craig.
Andy Warhol said that we'd all have 15 minutes of fame. One robot is going to have that cruelly cut short in our first round.
This is the gauntlet. It's been described as an obstacle course, but wipe out any memory you ever had of school sports day on a sunny afternoon. It's still a race to the end, but this is Robot Wars, so we have angle grinders, a flame pit, explosive barrels, and the might of all of our house robots awaiting our 6 gallant metallic athletes.
Roboteers, stand by.
Talos with Ian Wilkinson and Mike Luke.
Driven by 2 wheelchair motors. It's belt driven. We can have high torque, low speed, or we can have low speed, high torque. And we're running off 24 volts DC, and we can change between 2 or 4-wheel drive.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So it's tally-ho, Talos. And a slow turn immediately into the explosive drums, and pin, and in comes Matilda. With 1 shove from those front prongs. Talos getting away. Oh, tusk Matilda. You've let Talos get away, but only into the barrels. Now what can Mike Luke do to steer away? In comes Dead Metal. And Shunt 2. And steady progress made by Talos. Still the barrel in the way. Not exactly a barrel of laughs as Dead Metal comes in. And Dead Metal's gone! Brilliant! I'm not too sure what role Talos played, but they love it. Let's have a look. It was a little shove from Talos, and only the pincers remain. That's splendid stuff. And the house robots don't like it. Shunt and Matilda in there as well. Oh dear. It's a chilly time for Talos. Ice and a slice. What it needs is a bit of spin and tonic to get away. It's not going to get away. The house robot's going to make sure it's stuck at the bar.
Go up to the podium. Well, Shunt and Matilda did not like you putting their mate down the pit, did they?
So,
I mean, I think Matilda's living proof that robots get PMT. post-mechanical tension. They cut you up pretty badly, didn't they?
Yeah.
We've got a few repairs to do there. Yeah, but we'll be back.
You'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Talos team. Well done, lads.
There's the benchmark so far, 6.5 metres from Talos.
Roboteers, stand by.
Ivanhoe with Stuart Whiteman and son Craig.
It's made with a plastic shell, and if it gets tipped over, it rewrites itself into the shape of it.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The chassis, though, 5 inches of plywood, as you've just seen. Could that be vulnerable to flame? Well, certainly a lot of power, driven by those 8500 series batteries off a wheelchair to get beyond the cement blocks. But if the battery's blown, Matilda thinks so. It seems to be immobilised at the moment. Matilda gives it a little shunt. It's off the ramp. It's stuck in there. There's a problem here for Ivanhoe. It needs to get running and quickly. It's okay. The batteries are okay. Driven on but impaled on that front spike. Done itself some damage there. Away once again. Persistence from Ivanhoe. In comes Shunt. And also the sergeant in there. Still Ivanhoe is going to look like some great metallic grey slug. And it slugged it to him. They're through Ivanhoe. Great power early on through those cement blocks. Got stuck there. But eventually through. A complete run from Ivanhoe. Completes the course ahead of Talos.
Roboteers, stand by.
Brute driver Ben Simons is just 11.
Its main weapon is a spike that is spring pads. We call it an UNT. And here are the batteries and the 2 motors for the steering.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Based on an ancient wheelchair once used by the British Legion. Brute shoves through the concrete ballast blocks. Needs a couple of runs at it. That allows, of course, Matilda time to come in. Those wheels are plywood. Oh, and Matilda smells wood and goes in. And there's the immediate danger of having wooden wheels. A tired challenge from Brute. Matilda won't retire on this, that's for certain. And Brute's stuck. The teeth can't cut into metal. Those wheels look very flimsy. Brute's going nowhere here. Oh, poor Ben. He loves going to Alton Towers. This is a roller coaster ride that's gone wrong. It's bye-bye, Master Simons and his ply.
What's the problem? What happened there, then?
Oh, well, those bricks are really hard, because when you break through them, they actually get stuck.
You didn't seem to have the power to break down the wall, really, did you?
Yeah, no, well, it really got stuck. I was hoping I could swing it to the side so I could break down the wall, sir.
Matilda gave your wheels a bit of a bashing, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. No crying, no crying. All right. We don't know if you've done enough to get through to the next round, but we hope so.
Ben, Sister Katie and Dad Mark.
Well done, the Brute team.
This is how far you've gone. 3 metres. Will that be enough for Brute?
That nerves?
Yes.
How did you feel when you were up there then?
Oh, I felt really nervous. I was like, I need to cool down badly.
Roboteers, stand by.
Next up, Penetrator with our missile man, Andrew Kettle.
We've got 4 motors running each wheel, and they're powered by 6-volt batteries inside. We've got a single spike at the back, 2 single spikes at the front, and they're going to be used for pinning an opponent while we attack them with our circular saw.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
I love the added touch here of that yellow flashing strobe. There's a little tentative probe straight away. Against the cement blocks, dodging the spikes too, timing the run well. The second push from Penetrator. Only those 2 blocks in the way. Steady if slow progress. You can get up to 6 miles an hour. 36 volts of battery power altogether. Ooh, and the big heave-ho. But in comes Shunt. That was an almighty block. They may have done enough already. I think now it's a question of damage limitation. And we've shunt around. Oh, and dead metal as well. That's always a problem. There's the dead circular saw of dead metal. So far, the steel plate construction holding up well. But dead metal forcing Penetrator back. Have they done enough? That's the big question for Andrew Kettle and Stephen Lister. There's the original push on the wall. They got down the course and then dead metal forced them back. But 5.2 metres, they're okay. 11-year-old Ben and Broot aren't so